Welcome to Sleep Story, your nightly escape into a world of dreams and tranquility. Before we embark on our journey tonight, take a moment to unwind and relax. Find your most comfortable position, nestled in your bed, letting go of the day's tensions. As you settle in, allow yourself to be cradled by the softness around you. As you lie comfortably, let's start with a relaxing sleep induction. Inhale deeply, counting to 4. Hold your breath, counting to 7. And then exhale slowly, counting to 8. Repeat this breathing exercise. Inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, hold, exhale. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation. Let's count down from 10 to 1. With each descending number, feel your body and mind slip further into a state of complete relaxation. 10. Your toes are becoming light and tension-free, as if a gentle wave of relaxation is washing over them. 9. Your ankles loosen and unwind, letting go of the day's journey, bringing you comfort and peace. 8. Your legs feel the warmth and ease, resting as if on a cloud, light and unburdened. 7. Your waist and back release all stress, surrounded by a comforting warmth. 6. Chest and shoulders melt away all tension, breathing in relaxation and ease. 5. Arms and fingers relax, sinking into the soothing softness of your bed. 4. Neck and head muscles ease, every tension dissolving into calmness. 3. Breathing steadies, deepening. Each inhale brings peace. Each exhale releases stress. 2. Your heartbeat is calm and steady, reassuring you with every beat. 1. Now deeply relaxed, ready for a restful sleep. As our countdown concludes, you are now in a state of deep relaxation, poised at the threshold of sleep. Our story is about to begin, crafted to guide you into a peaceful slumber. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the narrative lead you into a serene and restful night. Let's begin our journey into the land of dreams. In the heart of Harborview, a town as picturesque as a scene from a storybook, the summer sun embarked on its daily descent towards the horizon. This was a spectacle of nature, an artist's dream, where the sky seemed to bow in reverence to the day's end. The sun's golden rays lingered lovingly over the calm sea, a gentle kiss that transformed the waters into a canvas of warm, shimmering hues. The sea glimmered with strokes of orange, pink, and a hint of lavender, as if the sky had spilled its colors upon the ocean surface. Gentle waves, like the hands of a tender sculptor, molded and smoothed the sandy shore, their soothing rhythm a timeless lullaby. This tranquil symphony was graced by the distant calls of seabirds, a melody that wove through the air, adding a touch of wild, untamed spirit to the peaceful evening. In the midst of this serene setting, a lone figure meandered along the water's edge. Alan, a painter whose soul was as much a part of Harborview as the ancient cobblestone streets and the salt-worn docks, strolled with a purposeful ease. His heart, forever anchored to the vast, mysterious ocean, found solace in its perpetual presence. Clutching his beloved easel, a trusty companion through countless creations, and a set of brushes and paints that bore the marks of many a seascape, Alan's gaze swept over the landscape. His eyes, reflecting the evening's amber glow and the playful dance of the waves, scanned the horizon with an artist's discerning eye. Each wave, each ripple, and each shifting shade of blue told a story he yearned to capture. Drawing in a deep breath, Alan filled his lungs with the briny, invigorating air, a blend of summer warmth and the ocean's timeless embrace. It was a scent that spoke of distant lands, of adventures on the high seas, and of the simple, profound beauty of nature. It was an aroma that Alan knew, as well as the lines on his weathered hands, hands that had painted countless seascapes, but longed to capture so much more. As he ambled along the shoreline, his boots leaving transient impressions in the damp sand, Alan's mind meandered back to the halcyon days of his childhood. He recalled hours spent in the company of the sea, its shores a playground of endless wonder. He remembered racing along the beach, the salty spray on his face, and the thrill of discovering the ocean's treasures, colorful shells, smooth pebbles, and the occasional message in a bottle swept ashore from unknown origins. The ocean, to young Alan, was a magical entity, alive with stories and secrets. His parents, both lovers of the sea in their own right, often accompanied him. They shared tales of maritime lore, of sailors braving tempestuous waters, and of mythical creatures that dwelled in the ocean's depths. Those stories, imbued with mystery and adventure, ignited Alan's imagination, a flame that burned brightly through the years. Now, those cherished memories, rich and vivid, fueled his artistic passion. They urged his brush to dance across the canvas, capturing not just the physical beauty of the sea, but its soul, its ever-changing moods, its whispers, and its roars. as Alan found the perfect spot, a place where the natural beauty of the world seemed to converge. He unfolded his easel with a sense of reverence. There, on the edge of the land, where the earth met the vast ocean, he felt a deep kinship with his surroundings. The horizon stretched before him, a delicate line where the sky lovingly embraced the sea. The sunset, in its final majestic act of the day, painted the heavens in a breathtaking palette of orange, pink, and purple. These vibrant colors reflected upon the water's surface, creating a mirror image that was both surreal and mesmerizing. With the palette in hand, Alan began to paint, his brush softly grazing the canvas as if whispering to it. Each stroke was deliberate, capturing not just the visual splendor of the sunset, but the emotion it evoked. The gentle caress of the waves, rolling in rhythmic harmony, became visible through his art. The tranquility of the moment, so rare and precious, was something Alan sought to immortalize. He wanted those who saw his painting to feel this peace, to be transported to this very spot and share in the serenity he experienced. As time passed, the sun continued its descent, dipping below the horizon and leaving the sky to the night. The once vibrant hues of the sunset gave way to the deep blues and purples of twilight, a canvas of the cosmos slowly unveiling itself. The first stars of the evening started to appear, timid at first, then growing bolder as they began to twinkle against the darkening sky. These celestial lights brought a new dimension to Alan's painting, adding a sense of depth and wonder. The sounds of the evening began to change as well. The waves, constant in their ebb and flow, seemed to grow more pronounced as darkness enveloped the world. Their soothing rhythm provided a natural soundtrack to Alan's artistic endeavor, a melody that had always been a source of comfort and inspiration. Engrossed in his work, Alan felt an indescribable connection to the world around him. The sea, with its endless depths and untold mysteries, had always been more than just a subject for his paintings. It was a companion, a muse, and a source of solace. As he painted, he felt as though he was part of the scene unfolding before him, a piece of the landscape. His brush strokes were a dialogue with nature, a conversation between artist and the world he loved so deeply. In this moment, with his brush dancing across the canvas, Alan was more than just a painter capturing a scene. He was a storyteller, weaving a tale of beauty, peace, and the profound connection between man and nature. The world he created on his canvas was a reflection of his soul, a visual poetry that spoke of the sea's timeless allure and the quiet joy of a moment spent in its embrace. As the hues of the sunset faded into the deeper blues and purples of twilight, Alan packed up his tools and began the leisurely walk back to his modest seaside cottage. The path, familiar and comforting, wound through the heart of Harborview, passing by quaint houses with softly lit windows and gardens filled with the fragrance of salt air and blooming night flowers. The small town, with its friendly inhabitants and timeless charm, was more than just a home to Alan. It was a source of constant inspiration, a place where the sea's whispers could be heard in every corner. Upon reaching his cottage, a charming structure adorned with weathered shingles and a thatched roof, Alan felt a sense of peace envelop him. The cottage, filled with memories and the many paintings he had created over the years, was his sanctuary. He set his painting equipment down with care, taking a moment to appreciate the quietude of his home. The only sounds were the distant murmur of the ocean and the soft rustle of the wind through the leaves. The interior of the cottage was as much a reflection of Alan's soul as his paintings. The walls were adorned with canvases depicting various moods of the sea, from stormy gray waves to tranquil azure waters. Each painting was a window into Alan's experiences and emotions, a testament to his deep connection with the ocean. As night fell, a full moon began to rise, casting a silver glow over the town and the sea. The sight of the moonlit beach stirred something within Alan, an urge, a need to capture this otherworldly beauty, compelled him to venture outside once more. Grabbing a lantern and his sketchbook, he stepped out into the night, drawn irresistibly to the sea. The beach, under the moon's ethereal light, was a transformed world. The silver luminescence bathed everything in a mystical glow, turning the waves into ribbons of light that danced upon the shore. The stars twinkled in the clear sky, companions to the moon in its nightly vigil. Alan walked along the water's edge, his feet leaving fleeting impressions in the wet sand, feeling a profound connection to the cosmos. He found a spot where the moon's reflection on the water was most striking. There, he sat and began to sketch, his pencil moving deftly over the paper. He captured the way the moonlight played with the waves, the gentle ebb and flow of the tide, and the serene vastness of the night sky. The scene before him was both timeless and fleeting, a moment of beauty that begged to be immortalized. As he sketched, Alan felt a sense of tranquility wash over him. The night, with its quiet majesty, seemed to speak directly to his soul. It was moments like these, alone with the sea and the moon, that reminded him of why he painted. To capture not just the visual splendor of the world, but the emotional essence that resonated within him. Lost in his art, time seemed to stand still for Alan. The night air, cool and refreshing, carried the scent of the sea, mingling with the earthy aroma of the surrounding dunes. The gentle sound of the waves, now a soothing lullaby, played in harmony with his thoughts. Eventually, The sketch neared completion, each line and shade a testament to the night's enchantment. Alan gazed upon his work, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. This was more than just a drawing. It was a piece of the night, a piece of himself, etched onto paper. As the moon continued its slow journey across the sky, Alan packed up his sketchbook and headed back to the cottage. The peacefulness of the night remained with him, a serene echo in his heart, as he prepared to rest and dream of the ocean's endless wonders. After completing his evening painting, Alan stepped outside, feeling the cool night air gently brush against his face. The moon, now high in the sky, bathed the world in a soft, silver light. Drawn by an irresistible pull, Alan decided to take a nocturnal stroll along the beach, a place that always brought him solace and inspiration. The beach at night was a vastly different world from the day. The moon's glow cast a mystical light over everything, turning the sand into a carpet of shimmering silver. The waves, under the moonlight, were like liquid mercury, flowing back and forth in a mesmerizing dance. Alan walked slowly, his feet sinking slightly into the cool, damp sand, leaving behind a trail of footprints that were quickly washed away by the gentle tide. As he walked, Alan reflected on the countless nights he had spent just like this, wandering along the shore, lost in thought. The sound of the waves was a familiar melody to him, a soothing rhythm that had been a constant backdrop to his life. Tonight, the ocean seemed to sing a lullaby, a soft, rhythmic sound that was both comforting and invigorating. As Alan strolled along the moonlit beach, his gaze was captivated by a phenomenon that seemed to defy explanation. A luminous path that stretched from the sandy shore, weaving its way across the sea's surface. It shimmered and undulated with the rhythm of the waves, a tangible strip of moonlight that invited exploration. The moon, hanging low in the sky, seemed to have spun this silver thread across the water, creating a bridge between the mundane and the magical. The path beckoned to Alan, its radiance igniting a sense of adventure and mystery within him. He felt an irresistible urge to follow this moonlit trail, to discover where this ethereal road might lead. With each step, Alan felt as though he was leaving the familiar world behind and stepping into a realm of wonder and enchantment. The path of moonlight was like a guide, leading him away from the shore and into the calm embrace of the ocean. As he walked, the cool water lapped gently at his feet and legs, a soothing contrast to the warm, balmy air of the summer night. The sensation was calming, almost therapeutic, as if the sea itself was welcoming him into its depths. Further from the shore, the sounds of the beach and the distant town faded into a hushed silence. enveloped by the soft murmur of the sea. In this solitary space, Alan felt a profound sense of peace and solitude. The concerns of daily life, the hustle and bustle of Harborview, seemed like distant memories, irrelevant in this moment of serene isolation. Here, in the midst of the sea, with only the moon to guide him, Alan felt a connection to something greater than himself. It was as if he had entered a world where magic was real, and the ordinary rules of existence no longer held sway. The path of moonlight led him to a small sandbar, an isolated oasis amidst the gentle waves. This hidden gem, illuminated by the silvery glow of the moon, felt like a secret sanctuary, a place untouched by time and human influence. Alan stepped onto the sandbar, feeling the cool, fine sand beneath his feet. It was a stark contrast to the firmness of the shore, a delicate carpet that yielded to his every step. Sitting down, he let his fingers play through the sand, feeling its coolness and marveling at the simplicity of the moment. As he gazed upwards, the stars overhead seemed to shine with an increased intensity, each one a pinprick of light in the vast canvas of the night sky. The moon, ever the guardian of the night, shone more brilliantly here, as if recognizing and honoring Alan's journey to this secluded spot. In this extraordinary setting, surrounded by the gentle sounds of the sea and the ethereal beauty of the night, Alan felt an overwhelming sense of clarity and inspiration. It was as if the universe itself was opening up to him, revealing its secrets and wonders. The sandbar, bathed in moonlight, was more than just a physical location. It was a place of reflection, a sanctuary where the boundaries between reality and fantasy seemed to blur. As Alan sat there, lost in the beauty of the night and the tranquility of his surroundings, he realized that this experience was a gift. It was a rare moment of connection with the natural world, a reminder of the beauty and mystery that lay just beyond the realm of everyday life. This magical night on the sandbar, under the watchful eye of the moon, would stay with him forever, a source of artistic inspiration and personal enlightenment. Having spent time on the sandbar, immersed in the tranquility of the moonlit night, Alan felt a renewed sense of purpose and creativity. The experience of walking the luminous path and finding solace in that secluded spot had filled him with a profound sense of peace and an intense desire to translate these feelings into art. He knew that this night, a magical interlude between the realms of reality and fantasy, would be a pivotal inspiration for his next masterpiece. With the first light of dawn tinting the sky in pastel hues, Alan made his way back to the shore, following the now fading path of moonlight. The journey back seemed surreal, like walking through the last remnants of a beautiful dream. The gentle lapping of the waves at his feet was a comforting reminder of the night's reality and the intimate connection he had felt with the sea. Upon reaching the beach, Alan paused to look back at the sea, watching as the moon's reflection slowly dissolved into the growing light of day. The stars, once bright and clear, faded into the morning sky, their nocturnal vigil coming to an end. In this moment of transition, Alan felt a deep gratitude for the night's experience and an eagerness to capture its essence in his art. Returning to his cottage, Alan was filled with a sense of urgency and inspiration. The images and emotions of the night were fresh in his mind, vivid and demanding expression. He set up his easel in his preferred spot by the window, where the first light of day flooded the room with a soft, natural glow. The canvas before him was blank, a new beginning waiting to be filled with the memories and impressions of the night. As he picked up his brush, Alan felt a connection with every stroke, as if he was reliving the experience with each movement. He began to paint the path of moonlight as he had seen it, a shimmering trail leading into the depths of the sea. The colors of the night, the silver and blue hues of the moonlight, the dark shadows of the water, and the soft gold of the sandbar came alive on the canvas. Alan worked tirelessly, his brush dancing across the canvas, capturing not just the visual beauty of the scene, but the emotions it had evoked. He painted the sea as he had felt it, alive and whispering secrets in the moonlight. The sandbar was depicted as a haven of peace, a solitary spot under the stars where the heart could speak freely. As the painting progressed, Alan realized that this was more than just a seascape. It was a reflection of his inner journey. The canvas became a portal to that magical night, each brushstroke a testament to the awe and wonder he had experienced. The painting was not just a representation of the moonlit path and the sandbar. It was an expression of Alan's deepest emotions and thoughts, a visual diary of his intimate encounter with the sea. Hours passed, and as Alan added the final touches to his painting, he stepped back to view his work. The canvas before him was alive with the magic of the night, a vivid and emotive portrayal of his journey. It was a masterpiece that captured the essence of the moonlit sea, a tribute to the beauty and mystery of nature, and a reflection of the artist's soul. Satisfied and exhausted, Alan cleaned his brushes and looked out at the sea, now basked in the full light of day. He felt a profound connection with the vast expanse before him, a sense of belonging to something greater than himself. The night's adventure had not only inspired a great work of art, but it also deepened Alan's understanding of himself and his place in the world. As Alan left his studio, He carried with him the memories of the night and the knowledge that the sea, his eternal muse, would always be there, waiting to inspire him with its endless mysteries and beauty.